What's going on, guys? In today's video, we're going to review the Monstrum Cyborg 3X Prism Scope. But before we get into that, let me just say a quick word about Monstrum in my experience. These guys got their stuff together. So I ordered this thing on Black Friday. I'd say midday on the East Coast. They got this thing in the mail within like an hour and a half. I had my email saying that it had been shipped, and I had it the following Monday. Now, we all know Black Friday is a huge day for all these people, and shipping is usually a little bit slower because they have such high volume. So props to Monstrum, man. They don't mess around over there. I like to see that in a company, being a businessman myself for all these years. It's really good to see that. All right, that's enough of that. Why a Prism scope? Let me give you a little background, guys. So originally I got a Sig Sauer MSR red dot, just for my purposes right here in the backyard. Unbeknownst to me, I have an astigmatism. So for you guys that have it, you know what that means when you get a red dot. So I zeroed out the scope, the red dot and everything, and I noticed that everyone gets a different effect that has an astigmatism. I had like this, just a squiggly line. There wasn't even a straight line. I thought something was wrong with the red dot. Turns out the astigmatism causes that abnormality in the dot itself. I wouldn't say rendering it useless, but making it very difficult to operate, with that on top. I would imagine that the slight starburst wouldn't be too bad because you just try to put it as close to the center as possible. But for me, I had a long squiggly line, and it's just unmanageable. I used it that day and was surprisingly accurate with it, nonetheless. But doing a little bit of homework, finding out I had astigmatism, and doing a little bit of homework, I found that Prism scopes might just be the answer. So did a little homework. Didn't want to get into $400 or $500 prisms before I just kind of saw if that was in fact the case for me. So I found Monstrum. Heard some great reviews. I heard the glass is super clean. Pretty much had everything I needed it to be. I chose the 3X over the 1X just because I'm mainly using it for 30 to 50 yards, just target shooting right now. That's what the application will be for this thing. And that's perfect. 3X is perfect. I can get right on anything I need. So that being said, guys, looking down the road a little bit, while I was doing my homework on this Prism scope with Monstrum, I noticed they had a 2X magnifier, the Ghost, which would give me 6X and it flips up and down. So that was another thing that was appealing to me. And I could also offset a smaller reflex red dot if I so chose in the future. But that's a nice little package for me, guys, for what I'm using this for. That'd be perfect. So let's get this unboxing done. And then tomorrow I'm going to get it out back and zero it in, and we'll get some shots off and see if it's as effective as we're hoping it will be. All right, so the box is nice. It's not cheap or anything, so that's always a plus. That's a good sign. And opening it up, we have it nicely wrapped. I had opened it last night to take a look at it. That's why that end is open right there. Pretty nicely constructed, guys. Feels really solid, heavy duty. It's a little it actually only weighs in at like 10, 11 ounces, but it does feel like it has a little heft to it, which I have no problem with. It's nothing out of control. It's not like it's a pound or anything. So let's go over a few features here, guys. So we have a dual color illuminated reticle. We have a red and a green. And we also have, this is another plus to having a Prism scope, you also have an etched glass reticle. So you don't even need the illumination, which is good because this illumination is not daytime bright. This is a dusk and dawn type of situation. You will not, and inside, you will not be able to use this during the day, in my experience. I took it out back last night, cranked it all the way up, and just didn't do the job. But that's okay. I prefer, even when I got into the shade where I could see it, I preferred the the regular etched glass black reticle. Anyway, that was my favorite of the three, regardless. So here you go, guys. You got the plus and minus. You don't have the the knob for the brightness. You have a plus and minus here, up and down. If you want to change from red to green, you just hold the plus down for 3 seconds. Changes from red to green. If you want to turn the unit off, you press the minus down for 3 seconds, and it turns it off. It does have shake awake, which is nice. And it also turns itself off after an hour of not being touched or moved at all. So some nice features, guys. Features you usually only see on like a high-ender, you know, like a $300 or $400 job. So you get some nice features in here for, geez, I got it. Listen, I got it on sale, Black Friday sale for $69. I think it's regularly about $110. I'm not sure, but this is a well-made, you know, optic, guys. I'm pleasantly surprised. I'll put it to you that way. All right, so unlike a red dot, you do have your diopter here, which you will put against a white wall or the sky and really tune that into your particular eyes, which is good because not only do I have astigmatism, I'm nearsighted. I don't have great eyesight. So all these things make this a much better option for me than a conventional red dot. Here is the where the battery goes. I think it's a CR2032, goes right in here. They actually, let's go through some of the things we got in here. So you get your, of course, your cleaning cloth for the lenses. Super clear glass, guys. No reason not to keep those nice and clean. Your instruction manual. This one comes with a lifetime guarantee, guys. I know some of the ones in the past had a limited, I don't know, 2-year warranty or whatever. Lifetime guarantee on this one. This, again, I'm impressed with Monstrum for not just the quality of this optic for what it cost, but also for the fact that, you know, their shipping is good, and you know, their warranties are good. I got an extra. I checked this one out. It does work, the battery that's in there, but they also give you an extra additional battery. Didn't have to do that. Wouldn't have expected it. Super nice. And then, of course, we have the Allen wrench and a couple additional screws here. And this does have the Picatinny mount here with the, you know, prevent the, I don't know what they call that. Those rails that prevent it from moving, from recoil. Sorry, guys. Not up on my terminology there. But yeah, it has all the features you would want, you know, this unit to have. Okay, let's take a look at these turrets here. I haven't even looked at these. I have no idea. So they're screw on. Feel okay. I mean, they're not gritty or anything coming off. And let's see how the adjustments. Nice. Very nice, actually. Nice and smooth. They stop at each one very, very definitively. And I guess the guys like to say it's tactile. You can definitely hear. They're very audible. So you can hear each click. And I believe these are quarter MOA. What are these, quarter MOA clicks? Sorry, guys, I didn't even go through the manual. I'm just kind of going through this for the first time with you. Now, let's talk about eyebox. You know, again, doing my homework, I found out that the PRISM scopes don't have the best eyebox or eye relief. That is the one drawback to them. So I was a little hesitant to get that on, you know, on that regard alone. This one, it claims a 3 to 3.5 inch eye box, or I'm sorry, eye relief. And I don't know where I'm at right now. You guys would know better than I am, but it's not bad. The eye box, however, is a little finicky. It feels a little claustrophobic to me. I mean, you move just a little bit. It's not terrible. The thing is, guys, I got to get this mounted on a gun because I have a certain, you know, cheek weld that I go to right away. And once I set this up, I shouldn't have any problems. I'm freehanding this. Glass is nice, super nice and clean. Definitely a nice 3x magnification. And I mean, the reticle's nice. It pops right out at you. This is what I call the jelly donut reticle, which is the circle with the inner circle. They do have another one called a DX1 reticle, which I prefer. I wish they were out of stock. Otherwise, I would have got that for sure. But this one's just a little thick and cartoonish for me. I would prefer a thinner, less obtrusive. You know, sometimes it just takes away from the target itself. It's a little bit thick and, like I said, almost cartoonish to me. Whereas, from what I can tell, the DX1 is not. But listen, all in all, for a 3X, the higher the magnification you go, usually the worse the eye relief and eyebox gets. So I don't know that I'd want a 5X, but this 3X, that's acceptable. I think, like I said, once I get that mounted, I think it's going to be just right. Because like I said, if you're able to go to your cheek, the same cheek weld every time, that's not really going to be an issue. And if you're just starting off, I suppose it would teach you to have that proper cheek weld or positioning behind the scope. All right, guys, I don't want to drag this out too long. I just wanted to tell you that this came in, do a little quick unboxing. I do want to mention this too. While I was doing my homework, and I just ordered it today, they have a front magnifier called the Ghost 2, or it's a 2X magnifier that mounts on the front of this perfectly. I just ordered it today because it was on special today. Normally $90. Today, being Friday, it was $59. Couldn't pass it up. And this magnifier flips off to the side, so you can use this 3X or 6X with just a quick flip. And I may get a 1X down the line as well, and that would convert into a 2X real easy for anything closer. That would be fine. So I think we're all looking for that perfect optic for what we're doing, right? Isn't that the thing? Like all these years, we're looking for that perfect optic that we can never find. So I think for me, also I did find another reflex, a mini reflex by a company called Sealy, which is just for people with astigmatism. It supposedly cures that, and it looks like maybe it does from the reviews. So my ultimate setup would be this 3X with the 2X magnifier and an offset reflex red dot, astigmatism-free red dot for close quarters. I think that's what we're going to do. I have everything will be in by Saturday and Monday, and we'll put it together and see if that is in fact the case. But that would give me 3X, 6X magnification, and of course a closer, because a lot of these, I mean, this is not going to be good right in close. It would normally be a 1X. It won't be that good for that, so I can just cant it to the side and use that reflex dot. So that's it, guys. I don't want to drag this out too long, but super impressed with the company. I do want to say that. I just love it when a company feels like they got their stuff together. I like dealing with companies like that. And so far, this company really feels like they got it. In a day and age where, a lot of companies don't feel like they have it together at all, Monstrum really impresses me there so far. And we're going to get this mounted up tomorrow, and we'll take a few shots with it if you want to come back and check out the channel. And we should have that up in a couple days. And then Monday, being December 3rd or 4th, we're going to go ahead and mount the reflex and the magnifier, maybe Tuesday. And I'll be doing the unboxings for both those other products. And we'll put this thing together, and then we'll go see what we got. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Monstrum Cyborg 3X PRISM. Super excited about this one. Could be the answer to all my prayers. If you have astigmatism, you might want to look into something like this. All right, see you on the next one.